to our broadcast team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets of the nearby French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store. Between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. A first down throw for Winston. He'll dump it off to Procise. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Eluding the pressure right. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Second down, Winston. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
On third down, Winston muscles him off. And incomplete here on third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The headshots here are the offensive unit. And what about Brandon Cooks?
If he's not a 1,000-yard receiver every year he's healthy in the league, I'll be surprised. Came out of college wanting to be a pro, studied all the best receivers in the NFL before he even got to the league.
We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love the running game. Guys want to do that, and when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity during the game.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it a second down. And a quick look at the Buccaneer defensive starters.
When Bobby Wagner's career is said and done, people are going to look back and say he was an absolute steal in the NFL draft. A Pro Bowl player for any team.
Here we go, Mike.
On second down, it's Bell. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This will be taken at the 10. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. The first carry for C.J. Prosise. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. 4-6 defense, they were daring him to run the football. They ran it. A little football 101. Take us through what the 4-6 defense is, Charles.
So what you're trying to do with your big defensive front is cover the interior offensive lineman, the center, and the 2 guards, and make it difficult if you even want to think about running the ball inside. If you can control them, that allows the linebackers and the safeties to run free and get to the ball carriers. And that play worked really well. No gain.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
2nd down following the run. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Running the Wildcat, it's Prosise. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. One receiver right is Watkins. Winston to throw it this time. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Prosise. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Watkins alone on the left side. And they'll send the slot in motion left. First down, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. A 2nd down carry for Procise. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. C.J. Procise, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Roberto Aguayo now for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And the big tight end shifting around. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
They come up in an offset eye. This is Bell. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Man, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. The drive starts with C.J. Procise. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Right back to Procise. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He's got Evans. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And that's the first connection. The number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front, creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And the quarterback won't take the snap here. This is the Wildcat look. A direct snap to Procise. And an alley to run. 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. C.J. Procise, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this is going to be incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Again, he'll drop to throw. It fights him off. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They convert on third with a gain of 22. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Second down, and the offense in search of 6 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And his kick is indeed good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses we talk to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
23 yards on the play.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Winston. Evans has it left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Winston, escaping the pressure right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down after a good gain. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Saints. They'll look to throw now on first down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Now a first down carry by Bell, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And now they're in the hurry-up.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Let's go.
In motion, the tight end. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On the counter, here's Bell. And he's got this one down to the 10. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Now they'll to switch it up here. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints move back within a couple of the lead. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 2. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the two-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Again they run, again it's Pro-Size. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll run with Pro-Size. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Let's go!
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run it. This is Prosise. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll pitch out to Prosise. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. C.J. Prosise with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The point after now for Aguayo. And that makes it a 9-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll go again with Bell. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Third down and 4.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Let's go!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They come up in a two tight end look here.
Come on, let's go.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Check three, check three, check three. 550, 550, switch.
They'll try and run down here with Procise. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's only gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. And in this situation with a lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
3rd and goal now. Maybe the offensive coordinator thinking blitz here. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They come out here in the I. They'll go with Procise. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Time running out here on the play clock. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Now another try at 2 here from the 7 now.
13,
Winston to throw for it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. Oh, Jameis Winston still down. Must have been shaken up there on the last play. Let's hope he's okay. And in Week Week 17. Let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
We've got tight left, one tight end, one tight end. Key the tight end. Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT. This is caught by Williams. A gain of 6 there on first. And quickly they get to the line. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And again here, we'll see the Wildcat.
Come on, let's go.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Second down following the run.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3. Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Come on, let's go.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And Aguayo's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Levante David in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball. He tried to get away with a push. He could not. Offensive pass interference. And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Serve. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. In there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And getting a look at the Wildcat here.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Buccaneers, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they wanted desperately to finish at 500, but that won't happen, as it'll be a 7-9 season in the end. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.